The vault opens. Welcome back. I am the archivist. Every week I open a file that was never meant to be found. Tonight, we open another one. The file reads, "The world's biggest conspiracy theories. The truth. Classified." The word conspiracy theory has become a way to dismiss ideas without examining them. To label something a conspiracy theory is to say, this is not worth taking seriously. But here is what the archivist knows that most people do not. Some conspiracy theories turned out to be true. Not most, not even many, but some. And the ones that turned out to be true were believed for years to be the ravings of paranoid minds. Until the documents were released, until the whistleblowers came forward, until the truth could no longer be hidden. Tonight, the archivist does not deal in speculation. Tonight, we look at 5 of the world's most famous conspiracy theories, and we separate what is proven from what is not. Because the truth, whatever it is, deserves to be treated seriously. Theory 1. The CIA and the drug trade. For decades, people claimed that the CIA was involved in drug trafficking, that the American government was deliberately allowing drugs into American cities, that the crack cocaine epidemic that destroyed communities in the 1980s was not an accident. It was policy. For years, this was called a conspiracy theory. And then, in 1996, journalist Gary Webb published a series of articles in the San Jose Mercury News detailing how a drug network connected to the CIA-funded Contra rebels in Nicaragua had been distributing crack cocaine in Los Angeles. The backlash against Webb was immediate and devastating. Major newspapers attacked his reporting. His career was destroyed. He was discredited. In 2004, Gary Webb died of 2 gunshot wounds to the head. It was ruled a suicide. And then, in 2014, the CIA Inspector General released a report confirming that the CIA had indeed been aware of drug trafficking by its Contra allies, and had not reported it to law enforcement as required by law. Gary Webb was right. He paid for being right with his career, and possibly his life. The conspiracy theory was true. Theory 2. Government surveillance of citizens. For decades, people claimed that the government was secretly monitoring all communications, reading emails, recording phone calls, building secret files on ordinary citizens. This was called paranoid, impossible, a conspiracy theory. And then, in 2013, Edward Snowden walked out of the NSA with proof. PRISM was real. The mass surveillance of hundreds of millions of people was real. The government had been lying about it for years. A federal court later ruled it unconstitutional. The conspiracy theory was true. Theory 3. The moon landing. This is perhaps the most famous conspiracy theory in history. The claim that the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing was faked, filmed in a studio. That Neil Armstrong never actually walked on the moon. The archivist is going to be direct about this one. The moon landing was real. The evidence is overwhelming and comes from multiple independent sources. Retroreflectors placed on the moon by Apollo astronauts are still used by scientists worldwide today. You can bounce a laser off them from Earth right now. The Soviet Union, who had every reason to expose a fake, tracked the mission independently and confirmed it was real. Hundreds of thousands of people worked on the Apollo program. No credible whistleblower has ever come forward in over 50 years. The photographic and physical evidence has been independently verified by scientists in dozens of countries. The moon landing conspiracy theory, unlike the others in tonight's file, is not true. The archivist deals only in facts, and the facts here are clear. Theory 4. The tobacco industry cover-up. For decades, the tobacco industry claimed their products were safe, that there was no proven link between smoking and cancer. They funded their own research, they published their own studies, they lobbied governments, they ran advertising campaigns, all designed to create doubt about what they privately knew to be true. Internal documents released as part of a legal settlement in the 1990s revealed something extraordinary. The tobacco industry had known since the 1950s that cigarettes caused cancer. They had internal research proving it. And they had made a deliberate decision to hide that research from the public, to fund misleading science, to use advertising to reassure smokers that their product was safe, while knowing it was killing them. This was not a theory, it was a corporate policy, documented in their own internal memos. The people who said the tobacco industry was lying were called conspiracy theorists for decades. They were right. Theory 5. The existence of Area 51. For decades, the US government denied that Area 51 even existed. People who claimed there was a secret government facility in the Nevada desert where classified aircraft and possibly other things were being tested were called conspiracy theorists. And then, in 2013, the CIA officially acknowledged the existence of Area 51 for the first time. Declassified documents confirmed it was a testing facility for classified aircraft, including the U-2 spy plane. The government had been lying about its existence for over 50 years. Many of the UFO sightings reported near Area 51 over the decades were likely classified aircraft being tested. The facility exists. It is real. What is tested there beyond what has been declassified remains unknown. The conspiracy theory that it existed was true. What happens inside it, that part of the file remains open. Before the archivist closes this file, one final entry. Of the 5 theories examined tonight, 3 turned out to be fully or partially true. 1, the moon landing, is demonstrably false, and 1, Area 51, Wenki, was partially true, with significant questions remaining. The lesson the archivist draws from this is not that all conspiracy theories are true. Most are not. The lesson is this: when powerful institutions have something to hide, they hide it, and the people who notice are silenced, discredited, and called paranoid until the documents are released, until the truth surfaces. The question is never whether governments keep secrets. We know they do. The question is always, which secrets are they keeping right now? The file is closing. But before it does, the archivist asks you one question. Of all the things governments are currently denying, which one do you think will be confirmed true in the next 10 years? Think about that. The vault closes for now. If you are new here, subscribe. Every file we open is one they never wanted you to read. I will see you in the next vault.